Crowdfunding's a very kind of different approach. So crowdfunding, you'll probably be familiar actually with some much larger firms that have done this. People like Brewdog, for example, Monzo did this in their early stages. But ultimately, rather than going out and going to VCs or PEs and saying, look, okay, invest in our money and inject, we want 10 million pounds of your money to, this is what we're looking at from a metric point of view in terms of our growth. This will be your return. Crowdfunding is going out to the general public. So this is around, and I'm sure, there's lots of sites out there that offer this where people can start to build up profiles. But typically this will be where a company has got a footprint in the market, or a brand that the general public will be aware of, and perhaps have faith within. And obviously, you're asking them to risk their own cash, but it allows them to go out to the wide general public. So, whereas the real difference here is obviously looking at credit facilities or debt financing or venture, all of a company's accounts are scrutinized within this, and that's across everything that you can imagine, from, again, staffing costs. It may be actually what tools have they got, are they paying too much, what's the profitability of that business, again, what's their run rate, etc. That is a huge aspect that is a lot of influencing factors which may actually turn a decision maker off in terms of actually pulling the trigger and investing that cash. The difference with crowdfunding is that the general public don't generally get to see a lot of this information, or they could probably dig a little bit deeper, but realistically they probably don't. So we're going out to the wider general public here to basically invest smaller amounts of cash, but on a larger scale. So rather than looking for one or maybe two people to invest, you're suddenly potentially looking at thousands, and you're spreading that risk across multiple people. So a lot of people, I say, have done this and really helped grow through. One, obviously, very, very close to us that did this very, very well was Tiny Rebel as a brewery. They went out and they've actually built their whole business based off that initial crowdfund. So that's the difference, is you're able to spread that risk, and ultimately those members of the public are buying a smaller percentage of that organization and looking for a much longer term of investment. So it's a nice, quick, easy injection of cash, where ultimately organizations will go out and say, look, we're going to close this on the 31st of December, but actually we're spreading that cost across thousands and thousands of people, but still getting that injection of cash into the business by a set date. So it's a different method, but it probably comes with a lot less risk from a business owner's point of view. But again, off the back of that, it is still there to fuel and aid growth within that organization.